in the papers today. So the Sunday Age, Sunday Herald, and on top of that, the Weekend Australian as well. But what the articles don't show you is breaking news from Colombo in Sri Lanka, where Dhanushka Gunathilaka has actually been charged on potential rape case against a Norwegian girl in Colombo, taken back to her room for attempted rape. Dhanushka is someone who is a Sri Lankan test cricketer. He's opened the batting, I think, quite a number of times, very well, but I'm afraid he's done too well this time. He's actually up on a rape charge. Breaking news, he's not in the Sri Lankan squad that's playing in Australia at the moment, but he is from Colombo, or he's based in Colombo, of course, in Sri Lanka, and that is horrible news. Horrible news. Stay tuned for more. You can watch live on my channel. Dhanushka Gunathilaka is actually now up on a rape charge. So we'll just be able to. So we're actually here at the casino here in Sydney, not Sydney, Melbourne. Yeah, there's quite a few articles there. I'm just on a bit of a side. You can see only a miracle can save Australians. Certainly more than that, I'm afraid, because they're out. The other article, I'll just simply change it around. You can see, I've actually put a video together, but we will move on pretty quickly, says Maxwell, and like the numbers game. You can see the numbers there are pretty damn poor. It's all over for the Aussies. All over for the Aussies, we can see that. And here's the heading which is the most interesting to me. I'll actually screenshot this if I can do that. Just going to screenshot of that. All over for the Aussies. And we'll move on pretty quickly, he says. So much for that. Aussies lose the total difference there. Big call for the total difference there. Those who bemoan relevance. There we are. It feels like we're just been chipping away here and there, this combination. There we are. All right. So breaking news, guys. Dhanushka Gunathilaka, the opening batsman for Sri Lanka at the test scene, not here in the World Cup, is getting accused of rape charges back in Sri Lanka and Colombo from a Norwegian woman. So there we go. There's a bit of drama there. So there we have it. Let's just see if we can get some clarity around those issues there. Not good at all. Yeah, so a fair bit happening there. Australia is anointing. Whatever we will. Take some people here. Let me leave in the casino now. Just making an adjustment. We're here in Melbourne. I want to get people's opinion on the streets in Melbourne about what they think about Australia actually not making the World Cup finals, semi-finals at least. Pretty bloody ordinary. As you can see, there's Lovely waterways here. Sorry. You follow cricket at all? Okay, right. Okay. Here's some opinion here of some people. Streets of Melbourne, you can see the casino behind me. I've just went and got some newspapers here. Across the bridge. Watch many people up. Excuse me, are you a cricket follower at all?
No.
Okay, I was wanting an opinion about how Australia's out of the World Cup. It's a bit of a...
Oh, right.
Yeah. All right. Not as many supporters as you might think. We'll have a look. Get some Aussies to say what they think about... Guys, are you cricket followers?
Cricket.
Yeah, because I'm live on a YouTube channel. Do you want to quickly just tell me what you think about Australia? Okay. People are a bit reluctant to talk about the cricket, to be honest. It's quite funny. Across the bridge here. So I think there's some Australians that want to talk about cricket. So Dhanushka Gunathilaka, I can't pronounce it. Gunathilaka has actually been put up on rape charges there in Colombo from a Norwegian woman. Not very good at all. So I'm here in the streets of, well, the riverways of Yarra River over Melbourne. You can see behind me the casino. We're going to try and chat to people about what has transpired with Australia. Australia are out of the World Cup. Big time. Australia out of the World Cup, big time. Mohammed Shadab Razak Khan, yes. Terrible situation with Australia now. They're out of the World Cup. In fact, they haven't even made the semi-finals. They basically have been ousted here. They're not able to play here in Melbourne in the final. In fact, the semi-finals are also going to be played in Sydney. Hey, it is a good morning here in Melbourne. You like cricket at all?
No, but at the minute, T20 Ireland. Let's go Ireland.
Let's go Ireland. Well, Australia's been knocked out overnight, haven't they?
Have they? Who
Yeah.
beat them?
Well, they did make it. New Zealand and England are in.
Right.
Left, and it looks like India and South Africa are also in. So I'm live on my YouTube channel. I've got eyes on cricket.
Okay.
So you're an Ireland fan?
Well, I'm not really an Ireland cricket fan, but I'm Irish, so I'll support Ireland at the minute, yeah.
Well, of course you should be following them. Of course. In fact, are they playing today? No, they're not playing today. They're already out, but they did very, very well.
Yeah. What's your name, buddy?
My name's Norman.
Nice to meet you,
Nice
mate.
to meet you. Go to Eyes on Cricket with Norman Koshnik.
Eyes on cricket.
Eyes
Okay.
on Cricket with Norman. You'll get me up.
Go
I'm
ahead,
live
Norman.
now.
Enjoy Melbourne.
I will. Thanks, guys. Netherlands finished with 158 in their game against South Africa. That's admirable score, but not a great score. Let's see who else we can get here. Many people walking past. There's not much going on here at the moment. There's lovely. This is Melbourne, where the World Cup final will be played in a week's time. In Sydney today, there's no game in Sydney today. There's actually, is there a game in Sydney today? No, there's actually a game here. What am I talking about? India are playing Zimbabwe, which I'm going to tonight. But at the moment, South Africa are playing Netherlands over there in Adelaide, as well as a game following between Pakistan and Bangladesh. Yes, of course, Australia are out. They're packing in their bags, ruining their decision. Look at why Australia can't qualify. What went wrong with Australia? Well, the playing selections was a problem to start with. They shouldn't have had Steve Smith in the squad at all. Matthew Wade did pretty well last year, but he's not the same now. The likes of Mitch Marshall underperformed. Tim David ended up being a complete waste of time. Stark was dropped. You would argue a few more need to go. Warner's on 10 hooks as well. Maxwell held his head up pretty high. So did Zampa. But Pat Cummins, did he actually play any games? Pat Cummins didn't seem to be even remotely involved with bat or ball, or fielding for that matter. Had a very lacklustre performance, so did Stark. Hazelwood bowled admirably, but didn't bowl that well. Richardson was a complete waste of time. And Steve Smith, that was the biggest joke of them all. Steve Smith should not have been in the side at all. Should not have been in the squad whatsoever. He really underperformed. So the reason for this video originally was the rape charges put against Dhanushka Gunathilaka, who's actually based in Sri Lanka, opening batsman for Sri Lanka in test format, not in the T20. Otherwise he would have been here and he wouldn't have been raping any girls in Norway, would he? He'd be from Norway at least. So here we are looking at the graffiti Melbourne here. So again, Dhanushka Gunathilaka is actually up on rape charges, which is terrible, from a Norwegian woman in Colombo. Should have thought a bit more about who he was playing with here, I think. Traffic's quite heavy. So that was the breaking news. The Sri Lankan opening batsman, test batsman, a cricketer of note, is actually now up on rape charges. Quite a serious. But of course, the news here locally is Australia are now out of the World Cup. So is, for that matter, quite a few other sides, including Ireland, including Sri Lanka, including Afghanistan. So if Afghanistan, Sri Lanka, Australia, and Afghanistan I mentioned, they're all out. It's only 2 teams left from Group 1, which of course is New Zealand, who topped the pool and played very well, by the way, and England, who got the way through with a superior net run rate to Australia. Australia's fault. Despite winning 3 matches, they're out of it now. It's quite a downtrodden. Crossing a road here at Melbourne, you can see the Melbourne tram lines. We shouldn't really be crossing here, but I am. Heading towards my hotel. I'm going to have lunch. So there we have it. Some opinions. Up at the hotel. I'm staying. Go and visit some of my cricketing colleagues.
Got for 40. They're coming today.
Are they?
Coming today.
Okay. Here we are in the room, so we'll talk soon again, guys. So again, Dhanushka Gunathilaka has actually been placed on rape charges from Sri Lanka in Colombo by a Norwegian woman.